Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. And I've just had 40 minutes wasted that I will never get back again. You know me, I've always gone on about how the NHS needs a bit of a polish up and it needs sorting out, and especially needs some nurses that could speak English as one of their languages at least. But I've just been on the phone to Aviva, my private medical insurance people who don't want to pay. I pay something like £700 a month. And I've just tried to put a claim in for a £515 injection, an image-guided injection in my shoulder. And I was speaking to this young lady who put me on hold forever, and the music wanted you to commit suicide and to cause mental health problems, certainly PTSD. And she came back and she said, well, you had an injection in 2021. And I said, I know, yeah, my arm was better and it got better. Oh. So why are you having it again? I said, because it's got bad. I've hurt it again. Oh, well, we need to see the letters from 2021. No, hang on a minute. In 2021, you paid for the injection. It got better. That's it. End X. This is a whole new thing. Well, we need it. Oh, hang on. I'll go and speak to someone. So off she goes. This is like a person in a McDonald's fucking drive-through window. Right, he said, I'm going to go speak to our technical medical team, and they come back. We need to see what this and that is. So I said, hang on a minute, even if I have had this injection in once before, does it mean that if I get run over and Aviva pay for me to get mended and then 3 weeks later I'll get run over again? Oh no, you've been run over once. So I'm here to tell you, you people who signed to Aviva, have a look at your policy because they won't fucking pay. It's ridiculous. Now, I hate the people that use the medium and television and use the power that they have within them to try and dissuade people from doing things. But I mean, I'm really seriously thinking now of cancelling that. So for £515, an injection at the Edward VII Hospital, all done, all kosher, all there. I've got a code. We know what doctor it was, the lovely Dr. Monica. Okay, it's all everything that they need. No, we need some paperwork for 2021. Well, do you know what, Aviva? Go do one. I didn't even like the advert you have. I don't think Bupa are any better either. Why is it you medical insurance people are such fucking rotters? You are. You take a fortune off us and you don't... It's not about medical insurance, it's about making money, isn't it? So you can go fuck yourselves, I'm leaving. Right, well, I hope I don't get ill between now and then. I'll have to find someone else. Any ideas? Very welcome. Please send your suggestions. Well, it has been a bit of a medical week, actually. And as I am commenting on the news today, it'll be the first time I've spoken to the camera with my new railings. Actually, see, look, here they are. They're only temporary ones. I'll get the real ones in 2 weeks' time. But I think these ones are made of the same stuff they used on the Challenger 2 tank. Oh, seriously, I could bite open a tin of tomatoes. And this is what happens, right? Actually, in fact, I wonder how many tanks we have left here. I say Challenger 2 tanks. We've given most of them to Ukraine, haven't we? How can we afford to keep giving money to Ukraine? Because that's what it really is, isn't it? If we give Ukraine 30 tanks, we have to find the money to buy 30 more. And you can bet your bottom dollar that they've gone up a few quid, especially the new one, Challenger 3, looks like it's been designed by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Can you say that now? Do you think he ought to change his name a bit? Anyway, so I was 4 hours in the dentist chair yesterday. This is private dentist. You know, my teeth look like a row of condemned houses. They did, and I thought I've got to get them done. Robert Garofalo, my business partner, he's got his done as well. So where does he go for his? He goes to Turkey, right? And he's come back, and his railings now they're not finished. They look like the pier where the tide's gone out. That's what his look like. Mine, I look a little bit like Steptoe's horse. And last night I was in the pub and I tried to eat something and they did a sort of a castanet solo. It's wonderful. Anyway, so let me tell you about a dentist. A wonderful lady dentist, and she wore high heels. Yeah, it was quite exotic having a beautiful woman stick needles in your gums. Now, it was quite painless as she was a woman, I couldn't use my old Comanche trick. This is a little trick, right, to stop a dentist hurting you. So when the dentist comes up, you sit there and you put your hand up his white coat and you grab him by the bollocks and say, we're not going to hurt each other, are we? Look at it, look at it. Yeah. Right, it's a bit difficult to chew anything without making a sound like a castanet, as I said. So what happens is, these are only temporary. I've got them in for 2 weeks and I've got to go back and have the real ones done. They look all right, don't they? But listen, so last night I was in the boozer and I was starving, I hadn't eaten all day, so I got I got some mules, you know, mussels and chips, and I put a mussel in my mouth, and you can't get any softer than that. And I went to chew it, and of course, with these teeth here, prevented me that one. Look, it's a fucking great gap. Down went the mussel. I had to and someone nearly had to do a hind lick manoeuvre on me. Oh, God. The worst bit about the dentist is opposite it is a hotel called the Marylebone Hotel. Now, here's another little warning. So I went in there and I said to the geezer, excuse me, it's a bit odd, but can I have a scotch and soda in a glass, and can I have a straw? And he said, which one do you want? I said, I'll have that there, Glenlivet, single malt whiskey, with a drop of water and a straw. I said, my mouth's all cocained up, right, which made him smile a bit. So I couldn't feel the front of my face. I was so numb with that, whatever they used. It reminded me of a night out in Animals, in Annabelle's, can't even speak properly, back in the 80s. Anyway, I drank me whiskey and I got 20 quid out to pay for it because I thought it's going to be dearer than a normal scotch. How much in the Marylebone Hotel, in the bar, for a single whiskey with tap water? 51 quid. 51 quid. So if you want to go skin very quickly, go and get your railings done and then go into the Marylebone Hotel in Marylebone. Now, because the other thing that is going on, if, of course, you're in Marylebone and you get run over, make sure you're only run over once, because Aviva will only pay for one fucking run-overness. Yeah. Weather's been quite nice, isn't it, last week? How many people in the dinghies are still coming? Hundreds of them. Hundreds and hundreds of people were brought ashore by the Coast Guard and the RNLI last week. Where will this end? And there's a bit of a spanner in the works at the moment, and the High Court in Belfast decided yesterday, right, that parts of the Illegal Migration Act cannot be applied in the province of Northern Ireland because of post-Brexit agreements with the EU. That would mean all the dinghy boys have got to do is get themselves to Belfast, and that's it, and they can't be extradited to Rwanda because there's no border checks. If you go from inside the UK, you can go to Belfast from Glasgow, you can go to Belfast from Bradford probably. So all the illegal immigrants who don't fancy an all-exclusive holiday in Rwanda will be making their way to Belfast. It is a bit of a mess, isn't it? And the only way to do it, I think, is to send them back to France. Pick them up in the channel, turn them around, go on, back to France. There's good boys, go away. French, you cannot bring them here. Fuck off. They're your problem, deal with it. You know, the lifeboats have a duty to protect people on the high seas, and they should take them to the nearest safe point, which would be France, wouldn't it, really? Where they started from. That's only fair. And France is much nicer than Dover, isn't it, with regards to people from Dover? Right, if you think it's going to get better under Labour, then think again. Think again. But the biggest news of the day is Kate Moss. You know little Kate Moss, that little funny-looking model? Well, everyone thinks, why is she a fucking model? She apparently has been receiving the good news from Bob Marley's grandson, much to the dismay of her late boyfriend, Nikolai von Bismarck. Ha! That's him fucking sunk, isn't it, eh? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. She's been pictured in the paper. How does he feel about that, eh? Big Rastafarian barnet hanging down, much younger, probably hung like a fucking donkey. That's not a good start, if you believe in stereotypes, of course. And talking of stereotypes, it was seen that Meghan Markle, she's in Nigeria, telling everyone, thank you for welcoming me to my country. Well, it's not her country. It's my nephew's country, actually. Yes, folks, you've guessed it. My nephew is a prince in Nigeria. Look him up. So if I think Meghan wants to be president, doesn't she? Well, it'd be really interesting. And she'd get a few votes in America, I imagine. Well, we all know who will vote for her. It's exactly the same we all know who was voting for Mayor Khan. I can't believe that little shit is back for another term, can you? Well, let's go over to Ustream now before I get myself banned. Before I go, I'm at the King and Queen tonight in the Hamble doing my quiz. It's a bit of a hobby of mine. It's a fantastic pub, stroke restaurant. And we have an absolute fucking laugh. It's great. I do this quiz, 4 lots of 10 questions, music, dancing on the tables, you name it, we'll be there. And we turn the music up loud so you can't hear me eating a chip like that. Oh, fucking hell, I'm sure it's going to break. Okay, let's go over to Ustream. Go now to ustream.com and sign up. Do it now. Hello, everybody. Davidson here, and I'm here to tell you of an exciting, wonderful thing. You can have a 7-day free trial to get all of the Ustream package, if you pardon the expression. Yes, you can grab my package for 7 days for no money, and then $3.99 plus VAT per month thereon afterwards. So go to ustream.com, sign up and get your free 7-day trial. You will love it. Your knickers will dry out later.